Definitely hard to figure out where this thing is leaking right now. Absolutely gorgeous out, but it is cold. The K24 has an issue, guys. I didn't think I was ever gonna run into this, but the K24 has an oil leak. I was changing my oil, I think it was like last week, and I seen the subframe, it was saturated. I'll bring you guys out there in a minute. I need to, all right. So I need to get my Honda bond, and I need to get my OEM tensioner cover. Right now I'm using a cheap eBay tensioner cover, guys. I think that the gasket is causing the oil leak, so keep all my crap in here. So I think my cover is, oh man. All right, guys, got my Honda bond at least. Here is the K24 cover right here. So you can see I scraped all the Honda bond off. This OEM cover is so clean. Look at this thing. I just got to clean the some of the Honda bond off. I'm just going to do a thin layer of Honda bond. Got my little mini ratchet right here. I'll be needing that. Just when you're about to go outside and you think you have everything, I need brake cleaner. In the meantime, I'm gonna warm up some pizza, guys, for lunch, so I don't have to buy anything out, guys. Warm up some lunch, then I gotta go to AutoZone real quick to get some brake cleaner. All right, coming outside, we got midnight right here. You guys could see, looking filthy. It is 35 degrees out right now, guys. All right, pulling into AutoZone right now. Worst part of going out, guys, this right here. I hate wearing these things. It's to the point where I'm thinking like, that everything is fake. Like, I think this whole thing is like fake right now, but hey, that's just me. I'm not gonna stir up the pot, so just gotta run in real quick. 249. Got the brake cleaner. Man, trying to talk with this thing on. What the heck? Back to the crib. I gotta make this quick, guys. Like, I'm trying to rush around here because I have an appointment with my financial advisor at 4 o'clock. So it gives me about an hour and 20 minutes to mess around with this thing. So I gotta boogie. All right, guys, just got back to the house here. I just gotta pop these lug nuts off. Okay. Let's bring you guys in closer here so you could get a better look. But you could see the oil pan is saturated. Look at this, dude. It's like still coming out. So the axle, actually my axle's like wet on top. Let me bring you guys in here. None on the front side here, which is good. So I definitely have an indication that coming from the rear here. Behind the light, right up here, bolt is wet right there. Change of plans. I really don't think it's coming from the tensioner cover right there, because even though some of the bolts are saturated, it's really hard to tell. You could see kind of like right here on the very edge. On the very edge right there, the oil pan, there's like fresh oil that is seeping out. So it may be coming from the oil pan. And if you look down here at my subframe, look at that oil right there. That's all oil droplets right there. So there is some leakage. I don't know where it's coming from. Look at the motor mount too. Look at the top of the axle. There's like oil on the boot. I don't know, guys. It could be the timing cover. If you guys think you know where the leak is coming from, be sure to let me know. Like I said, the mount down there is saturated in oil. The top of my axle boot, like look at that, that's all oil, and it looks like it's seeping down the back side of the engine, all on this side right here, because this side is all dry. So I'm not really 100% sure what's going on here, guys. I never thought I was going to experience this, honestly, but before I pop that cover off, the tensioner cover, and try to do anything else, I'm gonna try to inspect up on top of the engine. It's really hard to see up in there, guys, but there could be some type of solenoid that's leaking up there. Like I said, I don't think it's that bad, but you know what they usually say? You know what they usually say about oil leaks, you know, if you don't fix them right away, they get worse. So I checked out the I checked out my VTC solenoid right here, and there's nothing leaking on the back of the cover. So what I'm gonna have to do, guys, is pop this cowl off here, and I'm gonna have to check my vtec solenoid, because it could be my vtec solenoid could be leaking, but I'm not sure. So I'm gonna have to check a few things out before I jump the gun, guys, on this. I'm gonna be ordering my 3-inch on Friday, and we're gonna get snow on Thursday, so I won't be able to really do anything to this car, guys, for the time being. So if you think you know what it is, definitely drop a comment. Since the axle is kind of wet too, it maybe indicates that it is coming from on top of the engine right here. So I think once I pop this cowl off and I'm able to inspect there's two things that could potentially be leaking back there: vtec solenoid or the spool valve, and then under that there's also a sensor that you have to thread on and put Honda Bond over that. I think one of those two may be leaking. Wish me luck, guys. Like this video, comment, leave all your comments down below. I know a couple of you guys have issues with your K24 swaps leaking oil, and subscribe if you want to see more content. I mean, I've been ripping on this thing pretty hard. Honestly, I've been driving it pretty hard. So I wanted to fill you in before the holidays. Like I said, I got to do rear wheel bearings still because they're starting to make noise. Wish me luck, guys. Hopefully I find the issue. Please see you guys next week, depending on how the weather is. I know there's a huge storm coming in, guys. It's going to hit Connecticut on Wednesday night, Thursday morning. So, oh, I can't believe it. I'm battling an oil leak. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully I figure out the problem. Hopefully I diagnose it. So I'll see you guys in the next video. And remember, never stop wrenching. Peace out. So I'm gonna wipe it off, give it a car wash, and see if I could see where it is leaking after the snow. If it blows up, straight up, I'll go 06, 08 TSX motor, and I'll do the Type S pump then. So I mean, I'm worried about it, kind of. Yeah, maybe a little bit. But hey, worst thing that could happen is I could swap a more powerful engine in here and do it the way I intended on. So going back to what I said when I was pulling the motor out, maybe I should have had somebody do it for me. Honestly, maybe I should have had a certified Honda mechanic do it for me. Maybe I wouldn't have had to run into the issue with the leak. But it is what it is. Stay tuned. Peace.